Good morning, everybody. Looks to be Saturday morning, August 26th, 6:37 in the morning. It's pretty warm, 72 degrees already. It was 71 at home at 5:30, so couldn't be a nice toasty muggy day. Lake's flat calm. It's been about a week since I've been up here, so it looks like I'm relegated to some weekend activities here for a little bit of time. So we're going to take advantage of them. We're going to fish as long as I can stay out here today and just enjoy the hell out of some peace and quiet. If we catch some fish, it's a bonus. I imagine we'll find a couple. So we're going to go try to see if we can't get that first one in the boat and get the day off to a good start. Hope everyone's having a great weekend, and I'll talk to everybody real soon. Okay, first hookup of the day on our hump. All right, there he is, Mr. Serve a Purpose. Okay. All right. Hey, not the biggest, but third cast of the day. Skunk has been eliminated. So we found this hump that we were on there a couple weeks ago, and I think that was third cast, and that little fella nailed it. So super dead calm out here. I'm seeing a lot of baitfish action, a lot of fish feed and birds. So it's going to be hopefully a pretty active day. That was certainly a good bite to get early, get that number one in the boat. But man, I'm watching fish feed on the surface all around me. So we'll see if we can get a crankbait bite and find some solid fish. We're going to stay on it. We're gonna take what the lake will give today. So we'll see what happens. All right. Number two, nothing big. Eating a square bill though. Fat fish. Eating it really, really well. Got a lot of blow-ups around me, but I got a couple Amish guys sneaking right through me here, so kind of whispering a little bit. But anyway, not a monster, right? Little fella. The way he goes, but boy, did he eat the square bill. It's a good sign. We'll find him bigger. All right, little smallmouth on the riser bait. Put it into a pod, and a big one missed it. I think his little brother got it. So we'll see if we can get him in. And we do. All right, they're starting to go all of a sudden. I mean, out of nowhere, it just started. So I'm going to chase it for a little bit just to see if I can find it a little bit. I always like getting that topwater bite. Don't want to catch this size here, but like I said, there's a big one. Come here, buddy. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Always catch the little ones good, right, folks? Always get the little ones good. Oh, shut you down. All right, he's free and clear of the boat. That little fella. Again, just the lake has come alive in the last 10 minutes. Dead calm. A lot of boats behind me, but I kind of sneaking out here in front of them to the southern end. But a couple crankbait bites there early. Nothing big yet. But that last little group I threw into, a pretty nice fish, took a swipe at it and missed it. Unfortunately, a little guy got it. So looks like kind of a neat morning. I'm going to chase some topwater just for fun. Haven't had it for a while, so we're going to see if we can't maybe stay on top of that for a little bit, guys, and find out which lure I can stick them on and keep them on, and hopefully put together a little bit of a show for you guys to watch. The better fish here, but he's on the riser bait, so he's either stuck real good or he's going to jump right at the boat and I'm going to lose him. But he's got two big jumps in him and he's pulling, so we're going to see what happens here. We're going to kind of let him go a little bit. get back to the net just in case. Let's get a look at him. He's gonna jump here. Don't do it, pal. Oh, he's a good fish. He's a good fish. Yeah, that's a real good fish. All right, here's a good start on the riser bait today. And he was hooked pretty good. All right, there we go, guys. Of course, Mr. Etiquette's gonna drive right by me. There we go. So that's a nice chunk for the day. First big one of the day. We'll take it right in front of all my buddies that are driving through. So there we go. All right, we're gonna keep working. As you can see, my friend Mr. Boat just drove right through where I caught him. These guys up here just have very little etiquette. It's very frustrating. So that topwater bite that appeared, and I chased it and I caught a couple, finally caught a decent one there in front of a couple of boats. But due to all that boat traffic, and there's a ton, they're just zinging all over the place. Looks like that topwater bite went away. Fish are just getting hammered by boat traffic. So we're back to the deep dive and crankbait here. We're gonna work some weed edges in the deeper water, and if anything wants to bust on the surface, I got a pole ready for that. But probably gonna crankbait, power fish a little bit here the rest of this morning, and see if some of these people maybe get tired and go home, and leave me have some of this lake to myself. But still, hey, beautiful day. Not a fan of weekend fishing, but it's what I'm relegated to right now. So I'll make the best of it until probably October, when a lot of people start to go away, and we can get the lake back to ourselves. We finally found one here on the crankbait. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a nice smallmouth, guys. All right, real nice smallmouth. Just made a move. Hold still, pal. Don't be biting me too hard. Oh yeah, he slammed it. All right, all right, all right, all right. Look at that, huh? That's a big boy. Right on the backside of this island, finally. Been working pretty hard today. Trying to work my way around here and find out where these guys are hiding out, and I think we found them. So, nice big boy. All right, let's put him back. Well, let's check him first. All right, he goes. What is that? He goes 15. Keeper time. All right, see you, buddy. Thank you. That's encouraging. I've been working around this hump on all sides of it, trying to find these guys. Kind of came around a different edge, and sure enough, first cast on this kind of the windy side of it, and he thumped it pretty good. So let's see if we can pattern something up. Come on, come here. Nice fish, people. Nice fish. Deep weed bed, big 5XD. He smacked it good. Got himself hooked underneath. So he felt really funny there for a second. That's why I kind of wasn't doing any commentating, because I wasn't sure if I was in the weeds or not, and I didn't want to look like a total idiot. I didn't mind looking like a little bit of an idiot, but not a total idiot. So yeah, came up here, kind of been a little bit of a dry spell. He's looked so good. Give me a second here, people. Okay, not a super toad. He'll measure out about 13 inches. Just had him on the scale there, or tape measure, not the scale. But there you go. Nice, let's get some sun on him, huh? What do you think? Okay, so there's Mr. Largemouth. Deep weed edge, the big 5XD, getting it done again, and he had a mouthful of it, so definitely wanted it. Whoop, and an extra jump for all you guys to enjoy. He just he charged me $1 for that, so enjoy, folks. A little topwater, looks like it wants to go, but not much. Fish I'm catching have been on crankbaits, 5 feet to 20 feet. Mostly. It's been a slow day. Boat traffic just slowed down a little bit, so maybe that's a sign of some peace and quiet to come here. But Gonna back up out of here a little bit and keep fishing this little bit of deep weed edge and see if we can't just keep finding one at a time and putting something together for you guys to enjoy. So I'm watching a few fish blow up out here, so we're gonna leave this weed bed. That was first fish on the brand new Strike King 5XD. That's chartreuse. Chartreuse. It's a terrible word to say. Perch. Been using that on that square bill, that little 1.5, and that's been really catching them up. So I bought it in the 3XD and the 5XD, and so far I got a fish on each of those models in that color. So good color, something I never did before. I'm glad I took a chance and kind of thought outside my box. I know lots of guys will use those colors, but if you fish, you know, you kind of stuck on the ones that you like and the ones that you have confidence in. But this year I've stepped outside a little bit and it's paid off for me. So we're gonna go out here and chase a little bit of this top water if there's a window opening, and if not, we'll go back to the deep stuff. All right, let's see what we got here. Little fella in the drop shot. Let's see. Oh, smallmouth. Out on this flat. That's something. I haven't caught a smallmouth out here for a long time. There you go. Mr. Smallmouth on a drop. What do you got here? That's pretty good. Not a monster, but again, been one of those days where it's not overly fast out here today. But get him unhooked here. I can't see with my glasses on. All right, we'll turn you off. Okay, again, nothing big. Smallmouth, beautiful little fish out here, about 18 feet in the weeds on a long sloping point on the drop shot. All right, we'll keep working. It is it's been kind of a grind, but we're getting every once in a while here, so enough to keep our interest peaked. But we'll keep working hard, see if I can't get you another couple here and put them on film before we go. All right, we got a nice one hooked up here on the 5XD, and he's in. Hey, that's a quality fish. I've been throwing a drop shot out here. Got that one smallmouth. Made a cast with the new 5XD color and the, what did I tell you, chartreuse perch. There you go. Landed Mr. Largemouth. Yeah, first cast right in the deep point here again. So not getting him to bite on the drop shot except that one, and chuck out the big bait and bingo. So hey, we're starting to get there. Maybe we'll put a few more in. It has been a long day. I'm starting to sweat here pretty good. It's hot. Wind died off. Sun came out, but fish are a little finicky today. They seem to be deeper. Got a couple this morning up top, but that went away pretty fast. And the one big smallmouth today was on the square bill, so he was shallow, 5 feet. But yeah, the rest of the fish have all come pretty deep today. It's just a weird time of year, man. This late August, end of August, just kind of waiting for the fall bite to get going, but we're gonna need some cold fronts and some cold nights to get this water down. It's still sitting on 78, so it's coming. September's a nice transitional month, and then October, hopefully that'll be it. That can really be on fire. If the water cools down, they'll start feeding up for the winter. So we'll keep plugging through this late August and early September, but it's coming. Our time's coming. It's been a great year, great season, great summer. But now I'm kind of relegated to weekends. I'll get out here and fight as much boat traffic as, gets put in front of me, and kind of work around it. And I'm not going to complain or get grumpy. I found some fish today, so I'm really pleased. These tough days when you can get out and still put in a handful or more it's really rewarding. So I'm going to look at this certainly in a positive light and enjoy my Saturday. I hope you're enjoying yours. We'll see if we can't get a couple more here, guys. Got a little weight to them. Let's see what we got here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Come here, buddy. No, jumping. Nope. In you come. Look at that. Hey, tell me my man didn't want to eat crankbait for lunch. Look at that. He ate crankbait, boy. He was on it. Hold still, pal. Oh man, no more wiggling. Yeah, that's a boy. He hammered the hell out of it. Man, I'm getting killed by flies today. I took a shower. I don't know what it is, but man, they're all over me. Look at that. Another nice chunk, guys. Another legal fish on the big crankbait out here deep. When I say he hit hard, I mean, oh, look at that guy. He is not happy with Turbo Yeti. But that dude hit hard, which is really, really awesome. I just love a crankbait bite, especially on this big one. But boy, they're going to eat it that good. We'll stay here and see if we can't pull another one or two up out of the depths here on this point. In the meantime, if anybody has a fly swatter, I'll take it. Look at those sticky fly strips. Remember those? We'd hang them up and the flies would get stuck all over them. I like to hang one of those off my beard here. It's just like Fly City out here for some reason today. All right, I'll catch y'all. Not gonna lie, I thought I had weeds, but this little guy hammered the big bait. Check this out. Oh, come here. Yeah, I just pulled one hook. Oh, I don't want this hook in my hand, buddy. Hold still. Hold still. Hold still. Oh, please. Dear Lord, stop moving. Please. Please, please, please. I promise I'm going to let you go. There you go, little fella. All right, little smallmouth. Thought he'd eat something really big. Tell you what, appreciate that guy's motivation there. He thought he's going to get a meal, he's going to get a meal. He's not going to eat a single cheeseburger when he can eat a triple. Yeah, it's kind of funny. He hit it and everything just kind of got heavy. Thought I was into some weeds, but there he was. Little 10, 12 inch smallmouth. But man, that's just so much fun. I almost stopped reeling just to see if I could feel the head shake, and sure enough I did there. That's why it was such a short clip of video there. I didn't even hit the button until he was at the boat. Wanted to make sure I didn't want to look like an idiot filming me catch a pile of weeds. But wow, the 5XD's been producing here all of a sudden. We're trying to stay on these deep edges and seems to be finding them. So let's see if we can't get another couple here. Guarantee you this is a muskie. There's no way in hell this is a bass. No way in hell. It hit so hard, so deep off a weed edge. Gotta be Mr. Muskie. Oh, it's not. Unbelievable. That was a beautiful bass. Unbelievable. That thing hit so hard. I was not expecting that. I was, but I wasn't. I really thought I was into a muskie, and that wasn't even that big, but that was a good smallmouth, guys. Oh, that's a bit disappointing there. I really, I don't know how he got off. He hit really, really, really hard. But a smallmouth's not going to get this big bait in his mouth as good. So probably chalk it up to that. But yeah, I'm going to stay here on this edge. Found a new edge I never fished before, and 2 casts later got rewarded with a really nice strike. So we'll see if we can't put something else together here. In here, certainly onto something at this spot. This one is not as big as the one I just missed, or lost. I didn't miss him, I lost him. This is an average sized bass, but super green out here in the weeds. Wow, I'm working an edge that went from 25 feet, and and comes up to just a long point, and I'm just on the edge of it. I'm trying to fish in the 15 foot range, or 15 to 20 foot range, on the edge of it, just throwing this big crankbait, and boy, I had that big smallmouth hit it, threw me, and just had that largemouth smack it, and I got him. So we're gonna try something. I never fished this. I don't know what we're gonna call it. It's almost like I guess if you're at the beach, you'd call this a sandbar. But it goes from 25 feet up to 5, weeds to the surface, and then back off on the other side. It's just like a real long finger coming out. I see boats here a lot, but I never really bothered to stop and try it. But you can bet your crankbait I'm going to now. See if I can't get into another good one there and put them in the boat this time. There we go. This is going to end up being a big hunk of weeds. You're going to have to delete this one because you're an idiot. Oh, he's in there. I thought I had a fish. I got a nice fish, and I got 50 pounds of weeds. Oh my goodness. Thought I had a fish, then I thought, no, you're gonna have to delete out of this one. You got all weeds. And then you ended up having, oh, phone's ringing. The phone is ringing. All right, look at that. That's a nice big bass out here in this new spot I found. Didn't have to delete it because it ended up being Mr. Largemouth. All right, awesome, guys. So man, this day has taken many a turn for the old Turbo Yeti. Kind of on a neat spot here, man. I lost that big one, which is kind of a bummer, but still was great to learn. That's what kept me to stay here, at least. That fish I had to have foul hooked a little bit. I must have had him on the side, being there was a pretty big smallmouth, but he felt just so heavy. I haven't felt a smallmouth feel that heavy. He should have came up, you know, just gigantic, and I don't think he was like a 3 or 4 pounder. So I must have got him a little bit on the side because it is a big bait. I don't catch too many smallmouth on this bait. But then to work around, and now I think I've got 2 or 3 largemouth here. And that one you can see all the weeds on, and that's trying to stay on the edge here and fish this. And I mean, it's the heat of the day. It's 1 o'clock. It's hot out here. But yeah, when I catch a fish, I hit the button. But then sometimes I got huge chunks of weeds or snags, so I tell myself to delete it whenever I'm editing all these. So I was talking to myself there like, you idiot, you think you got a fish, you're gonna have to delete this. Look at all these weeds. Then I saw his little green face sticking out, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I really thought I was gonna have to delete that. I was kind of talking to myself there, so I knew to do it later. And what a pleasant surprise. He was a legit chunk of largemouth out here in the depths. I'm just trying to learn the edges of this thing. So some casts I'm buried in weeds, and some casts I'm catching fish. So just trying to mentally map this little area since I don't really have fancy electronics, and I'll figure it out. But I got some fish here. My fish have progressively, as the day started, gotten bigger and bigger. Pretty much had a bunch of nice chunks most of second part of my trip here today so far. So yeah, man, it's pretty cool. I'm pretty excited. We're gonna keep working here. Well, when I talk to you guys, I tend to have good luck. I don't know what I got here. We're gonna take a peek. Next cast though. Oh, give me here. All right, another one out here. Look at that, another nice chunky largemouth. I have honestly, people, never fished out here on this spot. Never. Not since I was a kid, not in the last 3 years. But you can bet your butt I'll be out here more often. No, come on, get up here. Little guy, hammer timed it. He said, stop, hammer time. Not big at all, but man, crushing the big bait. Super green, right? Out here in these weeds. Man, I am just Loving learning something new. I don't like school. I don't want to do reading and highlighting and all that stuff, but man, coming out here and just deciding I'm gonna kind of drive over this spot and take a peek at it. I just have real basic electronic. I could just see that it went from deep to not deep to deep. So that tells me I got a hump. It tells me it's a long finger with weeds on it. So I'm staying on the deep edge of it and I'm fishing in the deepest water. I'm trying to stay right on the edge of where the weeds start growing or stop growing, depending on which way you look at it. And I think I got 4 or 5 bites here already. Only been here half hour. The only problem is, and I'm not sure about this, maybe someone can answer, at what temperature does the human body begin to melt? Because I think we're dangerously close to that temperature. I am one hot, sticky, melty turbo. So I'm gonna make a few more casts here and see if I can't learn a little bit more. And then I'll just have to come back because I'm gonna have to continue my learning. So it's more of a necessity, not because I want to go fishing. I'm gonna have to come back and continue my adult learning. So we'll see. Pretty cool though. I got no complaints on today. Tough day, certainly. Oh, look at this. We are just buried in weeds. Here it comes. All right, so I'll make a mental note of that. Once the weed bed stopped, it does resume itself about 10 yards further down. So there you go. Lesson learned. Okay, everybody, I'm gone. I am I'm half melted, perhaps 3/4 melted. It just got, it's hot and humid, man. What a day, what an interesting day, what a great day. Certainly missed being out here for a week. Conditions, change every day, let alone in a week. Just learned a new spot and pounded some fish there, lost a really nice one. So that's really exciting for me. Got a new spot, caught a lot of fish on the crankbait today, which I love to fish. But man, we're just trying to wrap up August and get to this fall bite. Learning new places like that is gonna help me. And every fish today was hooked really pretty good, except the one that got away, of course. But yeah, they were hooked real good. Had a mouthful. Had to turn you guys off to try to play around a little bit and get them free. But great day. I hope everyone has a great weekend, great Saturday night. I'm gonna go home and get Kyle packed up, send him back to college tomorrow. Kind of bittersweet, love it when he's home, but love to see him do what he does at school too. So Kyle, good luck, have a great semester. And Pete, off to first week of school already, senior year. So big year for us as a family and the kids. So that's it, guys. I'm out of here. I am too hot to talk.